I really don't believe in 5, 6, 7, 8, 9-year-olds specializing in anything. One of the biggest gifts that a young child can have is learning to deal with different athletic endeavors, to deal with different endeavors in the arts, because I believe that that teaches them a lot of different skills, physical and mental, which are really important in anything you decide to do. So for a young child, I would get them in arts and in multiple sports so that they're very active and they're utilizing a lot of different parts of their body and their brain. As you get older, you start to get into areas where, at 14 years of age, where you need to really be specific about technique, the way you hit your ground strokes, the way you address things more scientifically. The older you get, the more it shifts towards that. It becomes more workmanlike, more a job, more specific about the different components of what you need to do. Look, I think the bottom line with every athlete is you're made up of three things which categorizes you as that athlete: your head, your heart, and your physical talent. Your head is what you use to problem solve under pressure. Your heart is the ability to unconditionally compete no matter what's going on. And the talent is the God-given talent that you have. So those three categories allow you to become who you are. Anything you can do to make sure that there's balance in the development of those categories from when a child is 8 to 17 is magic, because once they get a little older than that, it's very difficult to break any habits, good or bad, in any of those categories. So make sure you try to develop the player and the person in all three of those categories, and make sure that they do it segmentally through different developmental stages. The last thing that I would say is, as they get to the latter stages of being a teenager, and for you club players at home, it's the same concept. Understand your game, understand who you are as an athlete, and when you have those two themes, you can then put together the best plan for you to play the tennis that you can play at the highest level. Doesn't matter if it's at Wimbledon, doesn't matter if it's your local racket club. If you understand who you are as a player and understand who you are as an athlete, that will give you the blueprint to maximize whatever talent you have. As parents, I think it's really important to delineate what you're doing as a parent and as a coach. I mean, as a parent, I would encourage 99.9% of parents to find the right people to teach and coach your kids, and you should mostly be a parent. That's my personal belief. It's like anyone else that says, who should coach so-and-so? My answer is always, I don't know, whoever so-and-so listens to and believes. It doesn't have to be John McEnroe, it doesn't have to be Martina Navratilova, it could be Joe Blow, the local shoe salesman at the end of the road who happens to have the ear of the player. If the player believes in you, if the player trusts you, and the player knows that what you're doing are for his or her good intentions, and the plan that you're about to map out is something that they believe you can accomplish, and they're doing it for your best interests, that's half the battle. Once you do that, then you're going to have an audience that you have the attention of, and that you can push to do things for a reason that they know organically is going to get them in a better place to fulfill their dreams and goals. Anything you can do to put your child in an environment that is mainly driven by optimism and opportunity, then that child's much more likely to be happy, healthy, and continue to want to do what they're doing.